This video will discuss how long you should be training for. First off, the question people fail to ask is, what are you even training for? Because how long should you be training for if you're running a marathon, say, versus competing in a powerlifting competition are two massively different questions. So firstly, what are your goals and what are you trying to achieve? The second thing to look at is what is realistic for your lifestyle. Now, some people might say, oh, you must train for an hour, and anyone training over an hour is wasting their time. But again, this ignores context completely. As a random example, if lifter A has 3 sets of 5 on their deadlifts and their working sets are 100 kilos, they may warm up with, say, I don't know, 60, 70, 80, 90, then they're into their working sets. If lifter B has a working set deadlifts of 400 kilos, well, it's just obvious that they're going to need a lot more warming up sets than simply getting to 90 kilos, say. So firstly, look at the context of what you're asking. If you're training for powerlifting and your mate is training and he's just been introduced to the gym, those two things are going to be looking entirely different. Secondly, look at your lifestyle. If all you have is 15 minutes to train 3 times a week, then use those 15 minutes as efficiently as you possibly can. Thirdly, look at the minimum effective dose. Now, this might be something that you have to play around with, but for example, if you can get tangible results with only 15 minutes of training 3 times a week, then, well, why would you change that? But first of all, you've got to look at what you're measuring. So, for example, if you're looking to lose fat, which is entirely different to losing weight, and then even measuring something as simple as your waistline and keeping a food journal can show you how little you need to do in order to get results. If you're looking at powerlifting, for example, then seeing whether your lifts are trending upwards over time with the work you're doing, and obviously keeping a lifting journal, is going to be something that is useful. In summary, you've got to look at the context of the question. How long do you need to train is only relevant when you know what you're training for, and in terms of how long you should train is relevant to how much time realistically you can commit. If you're training for muscle mass as an example, and you're spending 5 minutes between sets on your phone, you're probably not making as efficient a use of your time as you possibly can. So in summary, keep the context in mind and then ask what works for your lifestyle, and then ask yourself, what are you looking to achieve with your training?